generally go into a cocoon and are very scripted. Do you think he can run a general election campaign in that kind of loosey-goosey McCain style?
He has no other choice. He has no other choice. He has to continue doing exactly what he's been doing, and quite frankly, it's worked for him. Yes, no one's ever done it in a general election campaign, but it would be a real mistake for him to try to be something else. The lesson of his life, as he says over and over again, is whenever he's tried to do that, it's always been pretty much of a disaster. You can make the argument that he's a conservative Republican who's liberal on some issues, or a liberal Republican who's conservative on some issues. The point is, John McCain has a complex record, on some bedrock issues to conservatism. He's 100% with them. On other things, he's met in the middle with Democrats.
Bill, can he campaign in that kind of open John McCain way?
Yeah, I think so. And I think I'm more conservative than John McCain, but I think it would be a mistake for him to just make himself into an orthodox conservative in this election. The reason he is a stronger candidate than a lot of other Republicans would be is that he is a little bit heterodox. He's got his own views. He shouldn't back off on that, I think, actually.
And if the conservatives don't want a President Obama or a President Clinton, they ought to get off McCain's back and let him campaign as whatever he wants to and campaign from the center.
It's funny to see the Republicans all of a sudden saying such nice things now about John McCain and turning on Barack Obama, given all the Republican support he's had. But both of them, Obama and McCain, I think, are hypocrites on this public financing issue. Boy, they have turned tail on that one.
All right, we're going to have to leave that final comment hanging there in the air. Thank you, panel. See you next week. Time now for some mail. First, about our interview last Sunday with 4 governors. Ed Alverson from Meansville, Georgia writes, could we reject all the presidential candidates and select a committee of governors to run the country for a while? It sure appears that they get a lot more done. And Ken Drury from Big Flats, New York, has doubts about one presidential candidate. Obama will sit down with anyone, including Iran's Ahmadinejad, who calls for the death of the great Satan America. But Fox News Sunday, that's where he draws the line. Can we seriously believe he can confront America's adversaries when he won't even sit down with you? Be sure to let us know your thoughts by emailing us at fns@foxnews.com. Up next, we go on the trail.
On the Trail is brought to you by Franklin Templeton Investments. Gain from our perspective.
You see a troubled steel business. At Franklin Templeton, we saw a chance to invest in a re-engineered steel company poised for a turnaround, building strong returns.